So many directions.
It's just its waveform is conical, whereas like a directional is almost parallel. Like a shotgun mic, it's like it's got to be like in your mouth hole basically to pick up.
In the mouth hole. That's what she said. Did she? No, she didn't. That was a bad joke.
Maybe she did.
You know, that was a bad joke, and as I was saying the joke, I was like, "That's a bad joke," but I said it anyway. So you know, it doesn't always work out.
Own it.
Yeah, you do have to own it. All right, listen. We're gonna do a redo Gamecasteroo. So yeah.
Oh, which Gamecaster are we redoing?
We're gonna combine 2 into 1.
Okay.
All right, Mac, Moose, Alt. We're back. Another poverty cast, as I like to call them.
This my favorite.
This is before we get to under the same roof with decent equipment and
This is pre-Cali.
Pre-Cali, yeah.
Pre-Cali status.
And I hope I'm recording. I am recording.
The dumpster fires that are.
Yes, it is. Listen, I messed up two podcasts, right? I messed up Curse of the Moon, Smoiler Cast with Moosers, and then I messed up Alt and I going on about Monster Hunter, right? So,
the Smoiler Cast.
Yeah.
Basically.
I combined both of them into one, and I got a freaking dry erase board. Listen, we're going. There's only one way we're going, and it's up. And this is a big improvement versus the little cue cards. Although I will still use the cue cards. Anyway, Gamecasteroo. I changed it up a little bit, right? So last time we talked about specifically Monster Hunter, but we'll lead into it. I have here a question. Can you see the first question? You guys can read that.
Yes.
Wait, you didn't read it out loud. Come on, Alt.
Oh, you want me to read it from the cue card?
I'll read it. It says,
"Is it fair to judge a game with little time played?"
Yes.
Depends on the game.
I'm pretty sure that's subjective as fuck.
I hate that answer, Moose. It depends on the game. What do you mean?
Well, you couldn't play an entire RPG and be like, you can't play like the start of an RPG and be like, oh yeah, I can judge this entire game based off this. It's like reading the first page of a book.
No, well, I'm saying, okay, yeah, I'll concede that it is subjective, but as a consumer, as a gamer, right? Isn't that the only thing that matters?
I mean, Is it?
I think so. Like, because you're judging it based on. There's the judge is in the question, right? Judge meaning you. Like, can you judge the game from your perspective?
Okay. You can theoretically do that with anything, though.
Yeah, but this is a Gamescast, so we're talking about.
I don't agree.
That's the way you want to do
with
it.
Your judgment, if that's fair.
See, I think you can, and I used to be on the other side, right? I used to be like, nah, man, you have to give games time to like really play out, and they have to kind of marinate, and they really have to make their mark on you. But I think time is so valuable that like now, if I find a game to be not worth my time within whatever time amount that I decide to give it, could be 15 minutes, could be 45, could be 6 hours. If I decide that I'm no longer, it's no longer worth my time, I think that is a valuable judgment. Like, I think that is almost as valuable 1-to-1, right? If I say after, like, for example, Final Fantasy VI. I played Final Fantasy VI for about 2 hours. I dropped it. I don't like it. I don't like the game. I think that's as valuable as somebody who has beat it to completion and then tells me why they did like it. I think those two things are valid because they come from the same perspective. It's like, you can last with this game for more than 2 hours, and I'm sure you could tell me why. You just spent 65 hours on this game, and I'm sure you could tell me why. So I think that's a valid argument. Where I used to be like, you can't spend 2 hours with a game and say that you don't like it. It was like, well, yeah, you can. You can't say if the game is good or bad, but you can say if you like it or not.
That's fair.
So that's the question.
Well, so here, so to preface this entire argument for the viewers out there, so we did this before, and we came to a conclusion. we came to a conclusion about how this argument should work out, and so we conceded each other's argument basically. Now we're refreshing this and
Different point of view.
it's really just a subjective argument based on whether or not you like the game or not versus whether or not the game is good or not.
Mm.
But all that shit's subjective anyway, whether it's good or it's
trash.
if you like it or not. Yeah. I don't think it's trash though. I love it.
Let's put it this way. Regardless if you like it or not, it's not indicative of whether or not it's a good game.
No, and I can see that.
Yeah.
But this is something that I'm really interested in. Is like when you start playing games, right? Do you go with the old adage of is like, well, you kind of have to let the game grow on you, versus like, do you make like an actual like sincere cutoff? Is like, I don't like what I've played for the last 2 hours, so I don't want to see what happens in the next 2 hours. Like that's.
For me, that's entirely subjective to the type of game it is.
I think. Yeah. So I could play. Okay. Maybe. So for me, I can give a game a chance. Like, okay, so here's a good example because we talked about this before in a previous podcast. GTA games. I'm not a huge fan of their basic build because they're sandbox games essentially with quest lines. They're like a really big RPG, like almost an open world ish type RPG. And that doesn't really sit well with me. And they give you too many options usually, right? I haven't played GTA 5, but I didn't like GTA 4 or the previous iterations of GTA. But I would be willing to give GTA 5 a chance because people do like it, and there's a reason for that. Just to kind of,
see what it's all
form my own opinion about it after playing some part of the game.
It's only $15 dues right now.
Yeah, and if I don't like it, then I fucking like it. It's okay. But like, I can gauge if I would ever play another one again because like your opinions change over time based on what you've done or what your new experience have been.
Well, I agree with that, except for the last part where you said, would you ever play another one again? I think that's not what should be the conclusion there, right? It should be like whether you play 5 specifically, but 6 is a whole new game, right? So
yeah, well, it's like saying that Call of Duty 1, like let's say like Call of Duty, the next iteration of Call of Duty is a new game, but it's just a reskin of the old thing, basically with a new storyline.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because you still have to judge it based on what it is versus not what its predecessor did, right?
Well, yeah. No, that's true because GTA 3 is hugely different than GTA 4.
Right.
But like, let's say so Call of Duty is a real good example because they release one of those every year, basically. Mm-hmm. Either Black Ops or Call of Duty. One of those two gets released. So like, they're not really
Modern
giving
Warfare,
you
Black Ops and whatever is in the other side, Ghost or
But they always they don't have any additive. They're not adding any new features to the game. They're just adding new guns or shit like that. So like those kind of games, you kind of like they're really cookie cutter. So you play one, you're like, okay, you either like the FPS or you don't, right? Or you like the specific, because some of them do offer some silly things.
Right? I wouldn't say FPS, but you would say like,
Training Wheels
Call
FPS.
of Duty. I mean, I guess I don't know. I think like because there's some Call of Duties that like I've played before, and I'm like, it's whatever. But like, I've enjoyed my time with like Black Ops, for example. I mean, or Black Ops 3, like the last one, like that's fun,
I think it's 4.
4, yeah, I don't know.
the one with the massive the fucking battle, yeah.
The most recent one we played. I think we're about 2 behind now, but like,
it was cool though. No, I enjoyed it, but like I think,
much fun.
But like not all FPSs are the same. But I think all the like a lot of the Black Ops, they can kind of like put them together and just like they're very similar in play style.
Call of Duty is one of those games where if you've played one, you've basically played them all. There's a slight variance from game to game with like kill streaks and special abilities. Like in Black Ops 4, they have the operator specific perks you get and abilities. But other than that, it's really the same game as any of the games before it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, so GTA, unless they offer something like hugely different, like between console generations, like 3 and 4, because 4 and 5 they're not the same, but they're pretty similar. As far as playstyle goes. You have a big city, you're in it, and then you go around doing quests and stuff for drug dealers or gang guys or whatever.
That's the way it is with every open world game, though, as well.
Well, yeah, but it's too what do you want to call it? Too realistic for me, I guess. I don't know. I think that's what it is. There's not enough adventure feel to it. I think that's why I didn't like it originally.
That makes sense. GTA is definitely one of those games I only got for the online and never get it to play the story because I just don't care. I didn't grow up with it. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Mac?
I will say this. I don't like GTA 5, really, because I made the same judgment, right? I got it. I played a little bit of it. I got stuck in tutorial hell where, like, you have to go through the whole bank account scene, and then you don't really get to play. And then I was like, you know what? I love GTA 4. GTA 4 hooked me. I have so many hours in GTA 4. Nico Bellic's my guy. But I tried to play 5, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. Time is too valuable. Like, it's not worth it. So that's the judgment call that I made on GTA 5. But, like, you go on Metacritic, right? GTA 5, it's got, like, 9.8, 10.0, fucking alts, cameras flashing green for whatever reason. It's okay. I called it out, not stop doing it. And then, GTA is still one of, like, the best-selling games ever every month, right? On the charts. So it's like, obviously I'm in the minority, but where does it say I don't like GTA 5 because of that experience is like, I think that's valid.
I agree. It's totally valid. It's just like the same thing as with like going to a restaurant. Like, if you don't have a good experience, you're not going to go back. Even if other people swear up and down, it's the most amazing place. And it's fantastic.
Oh, you just had the bad waitress. It's like,
it's just a bad waitress. It's like, no, it should be the same experience every time
across the board.
Yeah.
Well, it should at least hook you, And if it doesn't, then
enough to hook you.
Yeah.
Well, that's why there's multiple game companies that make different types of shit.
Right. But
there's an audience for everything.
It gets
obviously.
Damn, I lost the clip. I'm so sad I lost that clip. But we tried to play Monster.
We're not going to get the same heat out of this argument.
No. We were heated.
It's not fresh anymore.
It was like 25 minutes, I think, after I decided to just put it down and uninstall it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Mostly because I wasn't having fun. I didn't like the mechanics, so I was like, I'm good. Tutorial hell, cringy. The menus were just cumbersome. There's too many hurdles to get through. Where like I was like, when's the fun? Like, when do I get to like enjoy this, right? And I was like, there's so many fucking things in the way that I was like, you know what? Not for me. I'm good. And Alt and I went back and forth about.
I think I figured out what it is. It's because you don't have control in the tutorial. Like a lot of other tutorials, they'll tell you what you need to do, but they'll allow you to move around and do whatever kind of deal for a minute or two. In that, you're basically on a rail, and you couldn't do anything.
Man, let me play. Like, let me
play. Which
I
it's understand not like.
So, the game's trash. It is what it is. Not kidding.
Yeah, whatever. I enjoy it. I like it. And like, I'm not going to go through exactly why I enjoy the game, but it's but it is tutorial hell for a little bit of the game.
Right.
Like, I didn't mind the game.
But if you could just hit like a box for skip tutorials.
Yes. Like in Ashes, Remnant of the Fallen Gods.
Yeah. That's a new
Remnant
one.
Remnant of the Fallen Potatoes.
Of course. Isn't that the rule? We have to say a new name every time.
It used to be Remnant, Fall of the Forsaken King. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what the real title of that game is.
It's Remnant Ashes of the Fall.
No, it's Remnant Ashes of the Fallen
Forsaken King.
No, it's Remnant Ashes of Creation.
No, it's Remnant Ashes of the
Remnant from the Ashes.
From the Ashes. Dude,
From the
I'm
we've
looking at
given
it
it
right now,
oh, okay.
so that's what it is.
We've given it so many names. Every time we play
It's
that
we
game.
never remember
From
the
the
fucking
Ashes.
title.
All right.
It is a great
I
game
was-
though. So
It's fun.
I think I was calling it Ashes of Creation because we played some weird game that was called that.
Remnant.
Remember
Ashes
that kind of
the
like
Bee Lady.
magical or battle royale game we played for a little bit out, and it just didn't work very well.
Oh yeah.
The medieval type.
Yeah, medieval magic kind of deal.
I forgot what that's called. Yeah,
It's
It was
Ashes of
an early.
Creation.
Ashes of
It was an
Creation.
early.
Yeah,
It was an early access game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why it's trash.
It wasn't.
trash.
was-
It wasn't
so-
bad, but it was just incomplete. So like,
well,
Yeah.
so it's early access and they were trying to get on the hype train and show off some of the other mechanics because they're trying to make an MMO out of it with like siege mechanics and stuff like that.
It did have cool mechanics. I will say
Like
that.
the lunging.
Yeah. But as a rule, all early access games are absolute fucking garbage.
Agreed.
If you have to pay for them. If they're free,
Well, that was free, so
Yeah,
it's,
that one was free.
It was
Then
okay.
then it's fine.
that's all right.
But if you have to pay for it, don't, because why?
Right?
Unless it's significantly discounted and you get to own the game because you're being a beta tester basically for the company, and then that's fine too.
That's
Lower price to be a beta tester for a game that you really think you might enjoy.
I think like $15 is the max.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably
Although I know there's 2 games that I've definitely not followed that rule. Escape from Tarkov, which is actually pretty worth it in my opinion.
Well, they are constantly in development for that game too.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a pretty polished game for what it is. And then Star Citizen, but Star Citizen's a different.
Star Citizen has been in fucking development since before I joined the military. It was over a decade ago. It's
Damn.
fucking ridiculous.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know when exactly it started, but yeah, probably. It makes sense.
I had a guy that I was working with who was like, I'm building a chair for this thing, like a cockpit thing, like one of those.
See,
He's like, I really want to do this.
See, what I want to do is essentially get like a VR headset, okay? And then also build essentially a gaming chair into a gyroscope.
That'd be sick.
So that when you're pulling up and you're pulling the G's, it's flinging you around.
You know how fucking badass that would be?
Amazing. That's my first Hollywood thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, once we get Hollywood like legit, we're all having fucking space chairs.
I so want to do that. I would have to get like the normal gyroscope that the astronauts train on to get used to it a bit first.
All right, what's up, Matt? What's our next subject?
Sorry.
Before we get to the next subject, short tangent. I was listening to a podcast today, and the KOTOR
remake,
remake or remaster, that's
remaster.
Still a rumor, from what I understand.
So I saw it was confirmed, but that was like a week ago.
Oh,
something.
Check that source, because I listened to a pretty reliable podcast today, and they said that it's still a rumor that is getting more popular, but nothing has been solidified on that front. So I was thinking about you today when I was listening to the podcast. So,
what was the source of the original rumor? Do we know?
I don't.
It was something off of EA, from what I heard. But
also, there is another rumor where they might make KOTOR and KOTOR 2 in a bundle, and then put that out as
the initial game? Like a push. And then they're going to do the remake after that?
Oh, now we're starting rumors. I don't know.
Hey, listen, we can become the rumor mill. I'm okay with that.
Hey, you heard it here first.
A reliable source right here.
Yes. So that's a little tangent there. But anyway, second topic, which is the spoiler cast. I wonder how I'm going to do this.
Okay. So,
you got bodied by the internet, did you?
I found what I was looking for. I'm just scanning over it, so you go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, spoiler cast. And this is going to be interesting because it's been like a month, I think, right? It's been a month since Moose has played this game. So maybe I'll have a different take.
Probably not.
Probably not. You don't have to get too much into semantics of like what the game was or what the story was, because I don't think that so much is irrelevant as the experience. But I have not honored my part on the whole ordeal where I'm supposed to play Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, I was about to get up on your ass about that shit too.
That's something I need to do. But Alt, your Smoiler cast of the Beginner's Guide, I still have the audio for that, so we're good on that one.
Yeah, woo!
Yeah,
and we did that live too, basically.
Yes.
So that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. But I need what?
Sorry, real quick.
Uh-huh.
So it's rumored, but the rumor is by the same people who basically said that Ewan McGregor was going to be the new Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan movie. Mm-hmm. So it's somewhat reliable source. It's either but they're saying two different things though. Okay, they're saying either A, it's going to be a KOTOR 1 remake, or B, it's going to be a new, basically, addition to the franchise.
That would actually be cool too, though. Honestly,
I think I would like that more.
Yeah, if it's not a remake and if it's a reimagining, of and just
the same systems and kind of deal, I think that would be the best in my opinion.
If it's built
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's so like the original system was a D20 system, so they used Dungeons and Dragons logic basically to make an RPG game with Star Wars. And if they keep that system, it'll be really cool because you can like spec in the certain skills and stuff. And if they keep that, but like upgrade the graphics and the mobility, all on board for that.
Yeah, because supposedly they might have the guy who did the writing for, who's the lead designer and Obsidian's co-founder, was apparently writing for Fallen Order.
It's an Obsidian game?
So KOTOR 2 is Obsidian. BioWare was KOTOR 1.
Both of those companies I enjoy. So
exactly. So they have a pretty good track record. Like New Vegas was Obsidian as well. So I mean, they have it, but yeah, I don't know because I don't know how much I believe this because of how much they just still keep putting into SWTOR, the Star Wars Old Republic Online game. So it could be a thing. It could not be.
I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be a thing because rumors don't just start out from nowhere randomly like that. About something like that, at least usually. Like you're not going to be like, oh yeah, because Knights of the Old Republic's kind of a niche game or niche market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not everybody and their mom played that game,
right?
No, it's definitely
came out for the original Xbox in like 2003,
forever ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. So apparently, they might be remake certain elements of the story, and I'm just like, oh no. They're apparently might do it to both of them.
Man, don't mess with Star Wars and their lore, man. They'll go apeshit.
Because this is still considered canon. Yeah. This is one of the few things from the old, essentially Legends series that is still considered canon, because this leads up to the online game, which is still considered canon. So this, by extension, is still considered part of Star Wars.
Well, if they just tune the story to make it more smooth or something, that's not a big deal.
Well, really, what they need to do is with KOTOR 2, they need to finish the game because that was never finished. Right. There are certain quests that you cannot complete. I think there's fan-made mods that you can work on, add to it. I mean. And they'll complete some of the quests because most of the code is still in there and people have gone through and data mined it basically and added it in. But EA kind of apparently screwed them over and just like, this needs to be out now. It's been in development for a year and a half or whatever. And so.
Fucking stupid timelines.
Exactly.
EA.
Which is actually, I'm surprised and very happy that a lot of games that I've been kind of interested in and looking forward to are still going ahead and they keep delaying themselves. Like Cyberpunk. I'm kind of excited that they're delaying it, because if you're gonna release a game, release it fully completed. Sorry, enough of my tangent.
No, it's good. I want another quick tangent off of your tangent. I want to make a shirt saying delays are always good, and then in parentheses, unless it's netcode. Rollback only for netcode. None of that delay-based shit, but like delays for games are always good.
I'll need a shirt that
Final Fantasy VII Remake delayed. That'll also be my probably my only stream for foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a shirt that has a smug face saying KOTOR.
Right. Hey, another tangent off the tangent on the other tangent. Real quick. We talked about it earlier, but your hidden gem of 2019. Do you have one for games?
Let me pull up my Steam.
Dude, for sure. Like I'm saying, Fallen Ashes of the Bee Lady. I think that's
Remnant from the
yeah, whatever.
Remnant of the fallen cake gods.
Yeah.
Yes. Remnant burning everything.
I think that's
Immolator.
Yeah. Emulator, yeah. I think
Emulator.
Reminator is my hidden gem of the year 2019, and it's not even a fighting game, which is crazy for me, right?
That was a really good game. Yes.
I don't know if I would call it my 2019 game of the year. I mean, probably Eunice for me.
Oh, let's see.
I'm gonna say my hidden game might be There Billions.
I think I heard you talking about that earlier.
I was playing it earlier today. Yeah. So
it's an RTS, right?
RTS. Yeah, it's an RTS, but it's unlike pretty much any other RTS I've ever played, where you have to go and clear out zombies to get a foothold in the world, and then there's also waves and hordes and zombies that just come at and
hordes of zombies.
Yeah.
Will just rake their claws across your face, and because every time they quote destroy a building or get it below a certain health, it becomes unusable, and you then have to, and then it spawns a certain number of zombies depending on what type of building it is. So it's a really fun game. I haven't seen a lot of people play it, so I think it's kind of like something people skip over, because that genre is not really done anymore.
Nope.
Like you hear about Age of Empires and StarCraft, and I guess Warcraft 3 now.
Civ, right?
Yeah. Usually it's like Civ or even like Endless Space or Legend. It is a fun game.
What's that one where it's kind of a little more underground? Red something.
Command and Conquer? I don't know.
No,
Red Alert.
Yeah, Red Alert. Yeah, that one's a little
that one's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
I like their really shitty cutscenes. Their CGI cutscenes with the like superimposed on the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That I mean, like, I'm not even saying this ironically or there's no like humor in this. I actually enjoy that.
See, that reminds me of Dark Forces cutscenes.
Like fucking
those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Like having Tanya on the screen though, and she's like, "Welcome," whatever the fuck they're calling you at this
Commander.
point. Alert. Yeah, well, yeah, welcome, Commander. You, we're gonna be going and blowing up some shit. I'm like, hell yeah, Tanya, hot. And this is back when Westwood Studios was still a thing, and before they got taken over. But man, Westwood Studios had it going on. They knew the meta for that game, and they stuck with it.
Hell yeah. Alt, you got a hidden gem. It doesn't even have to be a game that has come out. I'm trying to preface that. Not a game that has come out in the year 2019, but I'm saying a game you really enjoyed in 2019. It could have came out, whatever, 1994 if you want it. Like, I'm not a stickler for that.
Fuck. I don't know. Let's see. Sonic Adventure 2.
It could be a mobile game. Like, just think about a game you played last year. Yeah. A game you played last year, they were like, yeah, those...
Well, here, let me put this in perspective for you, right? All right, so I played Sonic Adventure 2 for 333 hours.
God damn.
If that gives you any perspective, like, that's a game you can complete in about 10 hours. And I put probably 300 of those hours in City Escape to try to be the fastest Sonic.
The fastest Sonic.
And goddamn, I have mastered that game.
Are you the fastest Sonic?
I am. I don't know, probably not, but I'm pretty fucking good at that game.
You should have just said yes, man.
Well, okay. So between me and Shiju, I'm the fastest Sonic.
Okay, confirmed.
Hands down, like without a doubt. I beat everyone. She's like, I used to play this game when I was a kid, and I'm really good at it. I'm like, cool. So she plays it. We both play it together, and then I take a turn. She takes a turn, and then she's like, yeah, I set the high score. I'm like, give me that. Grab it. Play it for a couple rounds. Boom. I set the high score, but like a lot more. And then yeah, so I hold all the high scores in all the levels right now. Yeah, competitive Sonic Adventure 2.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
2019 Gems of the Year, Sonic Adventure. Or was it Sonic? What was it called?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was a more complicated name. So Sonic Adventure 2. They were billions. Well,
they are billions.
They are billions. And a remnant son of the Forsaken King and Bee Lady. Yeah. So yeah, that's
Emulator.
Yeah, that game was fun.
I was gonna say Reloading, but that's not a different.
No, that's Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna get to the actual thing that's on my little dry erase board.
Topic 2.
Yeah, topic 2. It's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut all these into their own little segments. I might even upload them. Who knows?
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Uploads.
Stepping out of your gaming comfort zone. You can't see it. It's too far away, but it's all good. That's what it says in red.
Blurry as hell.
The red says, look, you guys can see yourself.
I was going to say, I can see myself.
There you go. Okay.
You see what it says?
So, stepping out of your gaming comfort zone. I put comfort zone in quotations. Moose versus Bloodstained Curse of the Moon.
God.
So, we're doing this thing. I have yet to honor my obligation.
Commitment.
Yeah. Alt has played The Beginner's Guide, recommended by me. Moose has played Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, recommended by Alt. And I am supposed to play Warhammer 40,000?
40K.
40K.
Just call it 40K.
40K Armageddon, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
Recommended by Moose.
Something like that.
Yeah. And we're all reviewing these games. Or not reviewing, but going up to the last topic. Judging them based on if we...
Certain criteria.
Yeah, like them, right? And they're not games we normally played, so Beginner's Guide, Walking Simulator, Warhammer, RTS, right? And Curse of the Moon is a platformer.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metroidvania sort of.
Game. Yeah.
So, Moose, I still believe your clips are on Twitch, so I'll make sure to incorporate them into this Gamecast-aroo.
God damn it.
As a non-expert platforming game player, your thoughts on... By the way, you completed the game, which, congrats, because I could. If I didn't like the genre, I couldn't complete the game like you did because you were actually getting frustrated.
The only reason I completed it is because you told me it has 8 levels,
right?
And I was already on level 6.
Yeah, you were on 6.
So I was like, cool, awesome.
Before you get into your overall thoughts on your experience with this platformer, if I told you there were 10 levels and you were on 6, would you have completed it?
With the way that last level went, probably not.
Okay. Okay. All right, your thoughts on playing Curse of the Moon. What'd you think of the overall experience? And I know you're like a month removed, so
it's one of those yes, but actually no.
Okay.
It's where it's a good game. It's not something I enjoyed playing sort of. I guess I enjoyed it enough to keep playing it, but I never want to touch it again because it's just so frustrating. Because my first games I played were like a Power Rangers game or like Crash Bandicoot or like Mario, stuff like that at the dentist office. So they're not even the good ones, okay?
Right.
black market games.
Yeah.
They're
the discount, the
like
Fisher price.
like Super Monkey Balls, those kind of weird freaking games, okay? And so my platforming experience all comes from Flash games. So that's mouse and keyboard.
Mhm.
Now I could have gotten away with mouse and keyboard probably, but it just didn't feel right trying to do it as that game because it's not how it was made to play. It's made to be played with a controller. So I definitely felt it played better that way. I think I tried for like 5 minutes to play on keyboard.
No.
I was just like, nope. What was the question?
Did you care? Okay, so let's like break down aspects of the game, right? So, did you care for the story at all?
No,
Okay.
I didn't care. I just kind of read it, but it didn't make any sense to me, like at all. Like, okay, he's somehow cursed by demons and vampires and weird bad things and whatever.
Yeah, just skip, and then.
Yeah, pretty much. I got to that point like by the third character for sure.
Okay.
Right.
What about like soundtrack? Did you enjoy the soundtrack?
I did enjoy the soundtrack. I do like kind of old school retro soundtracks for video games, mostly because there's not dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that there aren't some games that have good like vocals for their or lyrics. That's the word I was looking for. Lyrics for their games. But most of the time, I just don't care. I like having something. Plus, I get distracted kind of by that too because I try and figure out what exactly they're saying.
Okay.
Which is why the 8-bit music helps.
Cool. Yeah. What about non-platforming gameplay? Did you like that?
I mean, that was the easy part. It really was. I mean, you get the bat, you can fly. You get the mage, and you just shoot laser beams everywhere. Like, easy money.
So not challenging.
Honestly, not really. It didn't. I died 90% of the time because of the platforming, because I just didn't make the jump. Right. Come on! Jump over, you stupid cunt!
So, anything else to say about your overall experience with this old school Metroidvania? I don't know if it is a Metroidvania.
It is. It's because you get skills and stuff throughout the game. That's how that works.
Wouldn't it just be a Castlevania game then?
I mean, Castlevania original, like, so the reason you pick up items that give you your skills in Castlevania. Metroid, you get like actual skills.
Well, so then it's Castlevania.
It's a Castlevania game then. Yeah.
Well, you get multiple characters, right?
Yeah, but you don't level up. You just get different skills from pickups.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
All right. So, I guess you kind of do, because you can get power-ups that increase your health or whatever.
Well, whatever. But tomato.
Irrelevant.
Yes, I enjoyed the game, but I also hated it, if that makes any sense. It's like it was a new experience.
But you would never play another RPG, or not RPG, another platforming game.
I say that, but I also think it would be hilarious, and I think I might do that like every 2 weeks or maybe once a month, to just have a platformer game I play on stream and just go crazy.
You know why I actually am really interested in this is because, and I don't know, you've never explained, or maybe I didn't listen, but you started playing that Star Wars game, right? And
Fallen Order?
Yeah, and then you said you got frustrated and you put it down, and I was like, wait a second, did Moose just, did he just succumb to his hate of platformers against his love for Star Wars? And
well, see, my love for Star Wars is really regulated mostly to KOTOR.
Okay.
And stuff like that. It's more to the RPG side of Star Wars. when it comes to video gaming. Like, then there's also the FPS portion, which is 2005, I think, Battlefront 2, which has got. I mean, I still play it sometimes on Steam. I'll just go on, find a server, shoot some fools.
Yeah.
But no, with the Fallen Order, the issue I had there for a while that frustrated me was like, I would do what it's telling me to do to parry and everything, and I would still get bodied. It's more, honestly, I would say Fallen Order is a lot like God of War, which I was never good at.
Okay.
Like, I played it briefly on like the PSP or something, and like it was fun, but I was not good at that. Same with when I played, what is that game called? Not Force Awakens. What is that? The one where you're basically a clone.
Oh,
I don't play Star Wars game. I can't help you there.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the
Force
game. Force Awakens, you play as a Jedi, because that's like the whole story base of the game. I think Fallen Order, though, plays more like a Souls-like game.
Because I saw some gameplay and I saw Fallen Order has like Uncharted-like platforming. You know, when he's like reaching for the ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, this is get frustrated with platform.
I like games that challenge me like that, though. But I grew up on like really fucking hard, bullshit games like original Castlevania and original platforming bullshit. So like I'm kind of used to it, and so like it's like this is gonna be a stretch of an example though, but like maybe like your boss yelling at you at work, but like after you've been in the military for 10 years, it's just like a child talking to you, Right. So like any new game doesn't really live up to that amount of bullshit.
The Force Unleashed.
Oh, I would never have gotten that.
Yeah, that one's very much like a what's it called? Like God of War style game where parrying and just like quick attacking kind of deal. Also, Fallen Order kind of reminded me very Dark Souls-esque.
That's what he was just saying.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's like actually
another game that
Bloodborne.
I kind of enjoyed playing, but I was never very good at, so I stopped pretty fast. Because it's just something that didn't groove with me.
So, platforming.
It's my bane. I'll do it, but I don't like it.
Right. All right. Anything else to say about Curse of the Moon?
I don't know. It's a game.
It's a game. It is a game.
The only platforming game that I ever remember liking was the old school Flash Portal game.
Okay. Hey, shout outs to the jump quests and Maple Story. Those were hard. I played those.
See, I don't mind platforming in like Minecraft. That I'm really good at.
All right. No. Moving us forward to the final, and this is a fun one, I think. It's called Word, and then in parentheses, video, and then game. It's a word game, but it's about video games.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, snaps. All right. Gents, we are here. By the way, did I show the cue card when we started?
Nope.
No.
Oh, bummer, dude.
That's okay. You can cut. Hey, welcome to the Fall Damage Podcast. This is Max Splicer. I'm Altilla. That's Ms. Nipples.
Sweet. Okay.
Pro stream.
All right.
Pro content creators, boy.
Hell yeah. Final thing on our list: the word video game. Not the word video game, but word game that's about video games. Okay.
Word.
This is how it's gonna work. I'm not participating because I'm the host. So I have here a list of roughly, let's say, 20 words. I don't know.
Okay.
They're random, and this is what I want from you. I'm going to say the word. It's associated with video games. The first thing that comes to mind, if you can make it about video games, cool. If you can't, that's cool too. But your first reaction to hearing this word, that's what I want. Okay.
So wait,
Okay, this is an ink
wait.
blot test, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So question:
Answer.
should one of us take off the headphones so we don't hear it? Because if we both try to answer, we'll just talk over each other.
Well, no. Just when you hear the word, you should have something popping up to your head. So just register that first thought.
Okay.
So we can alternate. Okay. So Moose, you start with this first word, then Alt, you go, and then we'll alternate. Who says it? Who says it first? But do you guys want to do every single word, or do you just kind of want to focus on one that I call out?
It doesn't matter. You choose.
Yeah, you're the host.
You guys are the participants. Do you want to do more words, or do you guys want to do just?
I'll do all the words if you want.
We'll do a couple. Yeah.
Okay, so Moose, you're gonna speak first, but Alt, you whatever, just keep a hold of that thought because you're gonna speak next. Okay, and then you'll speak first, and then Moose, same thing.
Okay.
All right. First word, Zelda.
Legend of.
Okay, that's a good one. I like it.
Breath of.
Okay. All right. Very literal. I like it. Okay. All right. Alt. Well, this is for you, and then Moose. FPS.
Black Ops.
Okay.
Shooter.
Okay.
Oh, even though that just means I'm saying shooter twice.
Yeah, pretty much.
FPS shooter. Or first-person shooter. That's what I'm saying.
First-person shooter. Hey, man, it's the first thing. Yeah, it's the first thing that's showing up. All right, Moose. EA.
Sucks.
Alt.
Trash.
I like it. Okay. Steam.
Discounts.
Okay.
Too many games.
Too many games. I'll allow it. All right, Moose. Platformer.
Sucks.
Fucking love them.
All right.
Give me more platformers.
Okay. Okay, Alt. Tekken.
Elisa.
Okay, Boskanovich.
World Tour.
Okay. That's referencing the circuit for Tekken. Moose. RPG.
Grenade launcher?
Okay.
Rocket propelled grenade launcher.
Yeah, that's true.
Dragon Quest.
This fool said grenade launcher. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. That's funny. Alt. Mario.
Party.
I was also going to say party.
Party. Okay. Moose. Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare.
Cookie cutter.
Easy mode. All right. This is an interesting one. I want to hear both of your thoughts on this. Moose. PlayStation.
2.
Okay.
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best generation.
Yeah, it really is. Like the game I played the most of was like Need for Speed Carbon, and then Burnout. Oh, I love Burnout.
No, PS2 was a good era. I'll allow it. 4.
It's the best selling console for the longest time ever.
Yeah, it was. It sure was. I think then the Wii surpassed it.
I think it was the Wii U. Maybe.
No, the Wii U didn't sell anything.
No,
it was the Wii.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's got to be the Wii.
Yeah. Where am I at? Okay, Alt. Halo. Brain fart, huh? You have no
Reach.
Okay.
I didn't play Halo a lot.
You didn't have anything come up in there? Okay.
No. LAN party, man.
LAN party. Okay, that's a good one. Moose. Controller.
Xbox.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I use. This is the Xbox controller. It's what I've always used.
Oh,
it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
Universal.
What does that have to do with, or like, where did that come from? Oh, okay. Because you can play anything with it.
All the things.
I'm on you, Alt, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ubisoft. You've had to have something come up.
Well, here's the deal. Ubisoft used to be good.
You don't get to select. What was the first thing that came to your head?
In-game purchases.
Okay.
Buggy as hell.
What'd you say?
Buggy as hell.
Buggy as hell. Okay. You know, this guy trying to play politician over here.
Well, it's like because a couple things came up.
We're not
all at one time.
sponsored. Shut your mouth. Just say it like it is.
Yeah. Moose. Grand Theft Auto.
Online. I mean, that's the only reason I ever got Grand Theft Auto was for the online.
Yeah.
Do not like.
Do not like it. Alt. I know what this one's gonna be. Well, I know where sort of you're gonna take it. Pokemans.
Go.
Go.
Soul Silver.
Soul Silver. That's interesting.
That was the first one I ever owned. It was so fun.
I played not the first one that I played, but the one that I have most hours on, Crystal. I think that's a good one.
I think Ruby was the one I had the most hours on.
That's also a good one. Okay. Story. I think it's you, Moose.
I thought it was all mode.
Story mode.
Story mode.
Okay. I was gonna say mode, but like.
Is that what came up to you?
Yeah.
Then it's mode.
Yeah.
It's okay to have the same thing. I mean, it's not.
I mean, we did with the 2.
Yep. Alt. Xbox.
1.
Off. Because I just remember all those videos of people. This guy's like Xbox off or Xbox turn off.
When you used to be able to send voice messages over Xbox Network.
There's an old Vine of like a chick going up to her boyfriend, and she's like, "You sure I can do it? I don't think I'm ready yet." He's like, "Come on, baby, just do it." She's like, "Okay, Xbox on."
That's pretty good.
That is pretty fun.
It's godlike.
Okay. Who am I on? Forgot.
I think it's
Moose. It's Moose.
All right, Moose. Lag.
God damn it.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Netcode.
Netcode, okay. Alt. MMO.
RPG.
All right.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. Wow. Moose. Gameplay.
Footage.
Necessary.
Those are both really good ones. I was wondering if that word would go straight to a game that you really like playing, and you would say that game, but you went more like specific to
more literal.
Difficult.
I love it.
Platformer.
All right, and this is the final one. Fun.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
KOTOR.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. Both really good answers. All right, fellas. Those are all the words I have.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. How'd you like that segment?
I like
good.
that.
Yeah.
We should do that again. Also, give me 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. But yeah. I don't know what my words would be or my thoughts would be on this, but maybe one of these days somebody else can host and then I can participate.
I will come up with the words next time.
Sweet.
I've got some really good ones already made up in my head.
Hell yeah, write them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that is the. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was something for afterwards.
Oh, okay. Final. This is, by the way, the debut of the dry erase board on
Oh snap!
Gamecast through number something. It got lost in the shuffle, and this is gonna be like cut into multiple parts anyway. So, yeah. GG's on Gamecast through number unknown.
Question mark.
We got it done. We got some audio this time.
Gamecast number.
All right. Far right, Mac. Middle, Moose. And far left, Altila. GG's.
Bafflation.